good, YouTube? Man, listen, I'm gonna jump right into it. I ain't gonna hold you long. I just wanted to shoot a little video because I haven't been on here in a while as far as that go. I know I keep saying I'm gonna be more consistent. However, Shiftsmart don't seem to be consistent. It's always an update. Lately, I think I've updated my Shiftsmart 3 times this week already, and today is Tuesday, so I think since like Friday I've updated my app 3 times, because when I get ready to log in, it automatically have me logged out and it'll say update available or whatever the case. I'll hit OK, now I gotta log in. May go a day, it'll keep coming up at the top because I also have the Top Golf thing, which is the work from home customer service thing. So it'll just come across my screen all day, Top Golf shift available. It'll text and tell you that, a shift available. Then it might say Circle K. So when I see that, I'll click on it. As soon as I click on it and go to the app, update available. It's logged me out. I gotta log back in. By the time I log in, which takes me 5 seconds to log in, there's no shifts. So okay, let that go. Shift pop up, it'll keep hitting my phone, Circle K shifts available. Click on it, go in the app, there's no shifts. So okay. The next day, there's an update. Then it says there's shifts. Then I click on it and the shifts, there may be a shift, but the shift is like, in a whole nother city or something like that. I'm like, what? So saying all that to say, man, it could just be mine, may not be everyone's, but they still playing with the app, updating it and doing whatever they doing to it. I'm still not really seeing shifts. And then here's another thing. I know y'all gonna get on me because on the last video, or in the last 2 videos somewhere, I made a video and I had somebody on there who was a trader who left me with Shiftsmart and went to go work at Circle K. I got a confession. I too have been working at Circle K. I mean, listen. Yeah, life continues to go on. Shiftsmart, it was a blessing. It was something I came across in a time where I needed that because I was working on some stuff on my own and just needed some income coming in, and it was able to do that. Like I said, I started out doing 1 shift, then it went to all of a sudden it changed and 2 shifts became available, and then I was doing $100 a day, and that $100 a day turned into $500 a week, sometimes $600 a week, just depending on what I wanted to do. And I ain't gonna lie, I got kind of spoiled in it because, again, I was able to make my own schedule. I was able to move around. I wasn't confined to one place. I got good with the managers, which is why it wasn't hard for me to go get a job at Circle K. And it's like right when everything started happening, like, I don't know, it could have been a play, because I think I said this in one of my videos. It could have been a play to get people to actually apply for Circle K, because Circle K was very short-staffed. Like, at one point in time, a few stores that I was going into, I would only see the manager, the assistant manager, and maybe one worker, like one just regular worker. And then a lot of them I would just say between like the gas stations, like Circle K, and then like the Family Dollar type stores. Nobody be in there working but the managers all the time. So I don't know. I feel like it was a conspiracy, so to speak, when it came to the Shiftsmart stuff, because I'm not sure if it was doing it in other areas, but I definitely know in the area that I was in, it's like they took all the shifts off, and so a lot of people did go get a job at Circle K, because like I said, if you was consistent on Shiftsmart, doing good jobs while you in there, familiarizing yourself with the managers, and the managers familiarizing themselves with you and knowing your work ethic, just as far as Shiftsmart concerned, then most of the time they probably already asked you or told you might well go ahead and put in the application for Circle K, like And like I told y'all before, Circle K don't get paid what Shiftsmart get paid. So yes, I did take a pay cut. I was just talking about this like yesterday, the day before. Like, yeah, I definitely took a pay cut. Not only are you getting paid less hourly, but then, you know, now your money is getting taxed. Whereas we are independent contractors with Shiftsmart, so, you know, you end up paying your own taxes, which, you know, you have to learn how to do that. But for the most part, you know, what you make is what you make, and you get that. The only thing you would have to pay is for you to get your money, you know, the next day, or you can wait and get it once a week and not have to pay a fee. So that's like the only thing. However, now on the inside looking out, I don't have to stalk the app and call the customer service number and try to figure out what a shift said, and getting stressed and feeling like, man, let me go to another city, let me go to another state and see if I can pick up shifts there. Like, because I don't care what anybody say, whatever business you're in, anytime you work, it is a lot of work being your own boss and working for yourself. Like, it requires a lot. You have to put in the effort. You have to market yourself. You have to, like, you got to grind harder when you your own boss, because if you don't get out there and make it happen, then you don't get no money. Nobody's writing you a check unless you're an independent contractor, or unless you know, again, have some type of contracts with somebody, a company or something, as you know, you being the boss or whatever of your own company, or, you know, being over your company, that type of thing. But when you like hustling day to day, like, man, if I don't touch this money, if I don't make this sale, if I don't, you know, I won't eat today. Like, if I don't touch no money today, I won't have no money. And you in that type of situation, that jump, it is hard. Like, because every day you can't have no sick days. You can, but again, you sick, you can't go make no money, you don't make no money today. It's just that simple, that easy. That's just like being a beautician, a barber, or anything like that. Well, I say beautician because I'm kind of old school, so let me rephrase that. Cosmetologist, a barber, or something like that. When you first starting out, man, it's hard. Like, you gotta, for one, you gotta build up your clientele. So within building up your clientele, you might have to cut a head or two for free just to show people you can cut. Or, well, not even or, but at the same time, you gotta pay booth rent. Or you may have to cut your prices a little bit lower, just again to build up that clientele. Like, you have to make sacrifices to make people come to you. Like, cutting hair is different from doing hair. I think a female may allow you to do her hair, whatever. If she don't like it, okay, whatever. But, like, you gotta show somebody that you can cut hair before a man or a woman, whoever, just sit down and let you cut their hair. Like, that's way different from just doing a bad hairstyle that you can wash out. Like, so saying all that to say, it's hard, you know, being in business for yourself and being your own boss. Like, that is hard. Like, I don't know why people think, oh, I don't want to work for nobody, I'm just work for myself. Man, if you have a hard time working for somebody, you're gonna have an even harder time working for yourself, because you still gotta be disciplined in yourself to make that money. So I'm saying that again to say, I had to do what I had to do. Now on the inside of it, like I said, I know my schedule from week, you know, I know what time I gotta go to work. I know I'm going to go to work, and I know I'm gonna get paid every week. That's a given. You know, that is, and at the same time, I got health insurance, I got dental insurance, I got vision. Now again, the con of it is, I got a schedule. I gotta go when I'm told to go, and not when I feel like picking the shift up. So that's pretty much it. But other than that, man, if you ever do decide to switch over, or you just been thinking about, like, whatever, maybe working at a store or something, I can't speak for all stores, but what I will say, if you have worked Shiftsmart and you have merchandised and you have cleaned, it is super easy to actually work at the store, because that's most of the time the hardest thing. And you'll probably get frustrated because a lot of people, what we call side work, a lot of people don't do their side work. They just come to work and run the register, they forget somebody got to clean the bathroom, somebody got to take the trash out. And honestly, man, we at Shiftsmart, as contractors for Shiftsmart, man, we take a lot of burdens off of those employees, because everything that we do at Shiftsmart is what we consider side work. Taking out the trash, cleaning the bathrooms, putting the cups and stuff out, making sure, just stocking when the trucks come in, putting up the trucks. I got videos of me putting up the truck. That's called merchandising. If you don't have Shiftsmart to come to your store, guess who got to do it? So now on the other side looking in, I don't know why some of them would feel some type of way, regardless about how much we make. Man, I don't care. You helping me out, like, especially when you do a good job. Now, y'all know the type of worker that I am. Y'all know how I do. So I ain't try to, I ain't got nothing to do with nothing. But there are some people that come in for Shiftsmart, and what makes it noticeable that you ain't did shit is because we be looking for you to come. We be looking for you to come because, for one, it'll say on the thing, like, when you come in, they be like, Shiftsmart's supposed to come today, and it might say Shiftsmart coming for 6 a.m. Now, we know that we can choose our time. So I have had to tell managers, like, because they'll be like, Shiftsmart's supposed to came at 9. He ain't come till 11. I don't know what that's about. And I had to tell them, like, well, sometimes you have the choice to choose the time. So that may be why some of the managers or how they were, with me, and again, this Libra game, man. So, we have scales. And I feel like I'm true to it, because I am the type of person that can see stuff from both sides. Like, so as a Shiftsmart contractor, you go back and watch the videos, there's some things that I did and that I do or was doing, and then there's some things that I said in reference to, how Circle K employees may look at it or have said or something like that. Now, being a Circle K employee, I can see why some of the stuff they said or whatever about Shiftsmart. So what I'm going to do now is just kind of, what is the phrase that I'm looking for? Bridge the gap. I'm going to bridge the gap. Like I said, sometimes they be looking for you. So if it's just a hectic day, let's say it's Monday at some stores and they got a truck. Now you got maybe a manager in there who's going over paperwork because they haven't been there all weekend. So they may be going over paperwork, checking time, just doing whatever managers do. And then you have one person who's pretty much running the register and doing the customer service type thing. At the same time, you have all this product, merchandise that's sitting on the floor. Got two people in there, got merchandise on the floor. It's not just paper stuff like and chips and stuff, but it's also like water, stuff that need to go in the cooler, juices. It may even be food that need to go in the freezer, all kind of stuff. So on that day, you're looking for Shiftsmart, especially if it says Shiftsmart is on the schedule. So you looking for Shiftsmart, you know what needs to be done. Shiftsmart come in, get the code, you tell them. And this is why I told y'all when I was doing Shiftsmart that it does not matter what it says your role is. Typically, whatever the store needs you to do at the time is what the store needs you to do at the time. So sometimes you may sign up for merchandiser and you may go in there and they need you to clean something up real quick. That's just what it is. And I said that even on some videos, you can go back and look, and I'll say in the video, like, I'm supposed to be here on this, but I'm doing this. Sometimes I'm supposed to be there on cleaner, but they need me to go in the cooler and put some stuff on the shelf. So it's just really just helping the store wherever they need help. So they come up, get the code, you'll tell them, hey, can you help start putting the truck up? Okay. You already know what the truck look like because you've been trying to bounce back and forth, or might not even have no time, but you've been seeing them bring all the stuff in here. You like, God dang, like, I don't know how I'm finding time to go do this and do that. And then here come the manager. Oh, don't worry about it. Shiftsmart coming. I'm gonna get them to help put up some of it. And then when such and such come in, then I get them. The manager have figured out in their head what they gonna do. Then Shiftsmart come, you tell them. Then they leave and you be like, well, what did they do? Because at the same time as well, you don't have time to be watching Shiftsmart. I don't anyway. Now, you may have some employees that watch you or whatever. I have had some because their store was fucking boring. But the store that I'm in, man, you don't have time to be watching. Every now and then they'll come and ask something. You be like, oh shit, I forgot y'all was even in the store. Type stuff. So you come in, I know how long we supposed to be in the store. They know how long they supposed to be in the store. But you know, again, that's just 9 o'clock. All right, get the code. You come back at 1 o'clock. I give you the code to check out. Then the coworker come in and I'm able to free myself up, or a coworker go out there and they like, hey, I ain't have no Shiftsmart today. Well, yeah, they just left. Well, what did they do? Shit, thought they were putting the truck up. And that's how your name get out there. So I'm gonna tell y'all what Circle K has started doing with Shiftsmart. When you come in the stores, they wasn't doing this at first. Every now and then someone would ask me, but for the most part, they weren't doing that. You got that code, you take your picture, whatever, you going about your business. As a matter of fact, last time I went on the Shiftsmart, they didn't even ask for the picture. They just wanted the code. They make you sign in now, because at the end of the week, they tell their district manager they don't just tell you, they have your name, they have the hour, the clock, the time you came and the time you left. When you come, they want you to sign in. They want you to put what time you got there. When you get ready to leave, they want you to put the time that you leave. So back when I first started, shit, you might can finish your work in 2 hours, and somebody might, you know what I'm saying, hook you up with the clock out code, and you might, I ain't saying for real, but allegedly sometimes you might not stay for the whole 4, but you got the clock out code, so you don't clock out until, okay, it's 9 o'clock, you clocked in, you finish really at 11. So somebody sneak you the code or whatever, and you don't clock out at 11, you still waiting to clock out at 1. They pay you, because how anybody gonna know? Sometimes they do call and verify, but that's on you if you get caught. I ain't saying nobody did it, I'm just saying allegedly, if it did happen, that's how it went. Now it's not as easy, maybe because people was taking advantage of it and fucking up and doing that, and they started noticing. They even had started putting like radius sometimes. Like you might be outside at your cart at the fucking store, and it might say you are such 0.00 something 2 miles away from Circle K. Would you like to clock out anyway? Or it might not even let you clock out. Like you gotta walk back over there by the store and clock out. So they didn't, all that stuff I said, they didn't caught on to a lot of it. So now the store is requiring you to sign in. So if you come in at 9 and you leave at 11, you can't write down 1 o'clock on that paper. You gonna put down 11, but now if you clock out at 1, if you clock out on your phone at 1, it's gonna come up when they send in their hours, because it's gonna say, nah, such and such was here at this time, but she left at this time. So like they done got you now. So I ain't gonna hold y'all long. I said that already, so I'm just going ahead and end it here. But just know I'm gonna keep updating stuff and letting y'all know the ins and the outs of, you know what I'm saying, the businesses as they differ and as they are alike. That kind of sounded a little professional, didn't it? But now why would I leave us a little bit of? But y'all already know how it is, man. Until next time, no matter what you're doing, man, no matter if you're hustling, no matter if you're going to work, at the end of the day, we all still doing one thing. Let's get it.